again, Man Cave Classroom in A10. We even brought a lollipop for the occasion, but what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look at some political cartoons, which can be fun when you do it with a partner. But if we're taking a look here, if we just start with some basic observations, it looks like it's split in two.
Got a wall in the middle.
Yeah, a wall, a barrier.
A curtain, if you would.
A curtain. Ooh, I think we're giving some hints there. So right up here, it looks, in terms of contrast, it looks lighter up here and darker down here.
Definitely a lighter, brighter, happier, good feeling.
It's the same
darker.
thing.
The artist is using his pencil to shade in.
That's pretty cool.
This side of the fence to shade in. It's definitely darker. Darker's bad.
And
Darker's
up
evil.
here, it says the same thing without mechanical problems.
Yeah, this guy appears to be the one who's talking. He's talking to this guy who certainly doesn't look happy.
Yeah.
Patch, patch.
We're gonna go back.
Another patch. Not happy. This guy's exhausted.
Yeah, he is.
Because he seems to be doing a lot of work. Hopefully this image, if we can zoom in on it,
yeah, we will.
jumps out at you. The hammer and the sickle, the factory worker and the farmer.
Sure.
The
As we're
peasants.
talking about symbols, we get the star over there as well. Okay. Marshall Stalin plan, Marshall Plan. All right. Got to mean something, right?
Gotta mean a lot of things.
So this is definitely something from the Cold War. This is early into the Cold War because now we're talking about rebuilding Europe, and Secretary of State George C. Marshall went and visited Europe, and he thought, well, he didn't think, he saw firsthand how devastated Europe was. And the thing is that when you have countries that are devastated after a war, there's the chance, especially in this instance, that they might go over to the dark side. And the dark side is going to be the Soviet Union when it comes to communism.
And you look at it, Stalin's the only one who's really happy here.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Mr. Farmer here and Mr. Uncle Sam Farmer back there, they got smiles on their face. Now, in this farm, they will eventually reap a harvest.
Eventually. Keyword.
Through
eventually.
hard work, they will reap a harvest, but not as quickly, not as profitable as the harvest that the machinery is going to reap.
Yep.
The Soviet Union, the control that Stalin had, their lack of industry, their lack of
technological advancements, progress,
Yeah. So there's so many good imagery. Poorer, dirtier, more evil, as opposed to the lighter, brighter, happier.
And when you go to
the yin yang, the opposites.
And when you go to that Truman Doctrine, document that we analyzed, when he was talking about, one is talking about a country where there are freedoms, where there is trade, where there is commerce, a lot of hint of like a free enterprise system. That's what this exactly looks like here.
Yeah.
And then when he goes, hey, the other side is, oppression, starvation, all that, and that's what you have going on right down here.
And let's not forget the whole concept behind the Marshall Plan, and especially the Truman Doctrine, to contain or stop the spread of communism. This fence, this wall, is certainly going to prevent it from spreading. But this wall also kind of represents, as I said before, the curtain, almost that iron curtain of the Soviet influence over Eastern Europe.
So we could probably end off here, since you brought it up on our first take. Hey, you have this guy looking over the side. Let's put it this way. Are you kidding me? Did that happen?
No. Did it?
It did.
Yeah. Well, you got the point. He's looking over. It'll kick back up.
Hold on. I can edit this out. I could probably go back to this. Okay, we're talking about the guy looking over there. I could probably edit this part out and, for fuck's sake. Wait, how much time?
2:30. No, just 2:30 is what?
We'll talk about that guy looking over the fence.
No, 2:45 is my meeting. I got plenty of time.
I got plenty of time.
But it always turns up at 2:30.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, fuck me, Stan.
Okay. It'll go. Just give it a sec. There you go.
So now, one of the interesting things that you brought up is that when you're looking at this guy, and this is a good place to probably end, he's looking over, hey, what's going on over here? This looks easier. This looks much more profitable. This looks nice.
He might want to hop the fence.
He might want to hop the fence. Now, here's the thing moving forward. Is he going to want him to hop the
No.
fence? I mean, with only 3 people working on this little farm.
Yeah.
So that's something we can get into as we move on in this unit where
Especially
it's like,
into a wall that's going to be built in Berlin in our next episode.
Perfect. Thanks for watching.
Lollipop!